morning, afternoon, evening. Let me know if you can hear me. And I'm just going to type good morning as well. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Diana. I hope you're still there, Shatika. I have actually only one person here, so I don't know where everyone is. Oh, trying to get situated. There's a couple of people here now, so we'll just wait probably about 5 minutes. So if you're watching this on the replay, just skip to 5 minutes in, and that's when we'll get down to business and actually start about talking about stuff. G'day, Tom. Um, yeah, just to give everyone an opportunity to say hello. This lipstick is bright, isn't it? It's very bright. Was not expecting it to come out so bright on camera. Morning, Hannah. Morning, Anne. Oh, thanks, Anne. You're so lovely. Appreciate that, Natalie. Oh, we're all going. Jules is here. Hello. Yay. So I just said that I will just go 5 minutes just saying g'day, chatting about the weather, the lipstick or something, because then people watching the replay can just skip that part because that's the trouble with live replays. They're really boring. If people are just like, hello, every 5 minutes. So I'll give everyone a few minutes to pop in. G'day, Rachel. Oh, this lipstick is distracting. I need to tone it down a little bit. It's all good. I'll have some coffee. Oh, thanks, Tom. It's very hot. So tell me something that's happening in your part of the world, something good. If you can find it. And by your part of the world, I mean your world, what you see, what you do. No, we're not going to talk about politics or the C word or anything like that. Oh, thanks, Kelly. That's lovely. Morning, Corinne. Yes, I have seen that, Tom. The weather, that's always good. Yes, so we're going into spring, and I think it's just going to skip spring and go straight into summer because we're having storms. And I did write down the temperature because I knew I'd get asked. It's currently, I don't know what it is currently, but we're expecting a high of 19 today, and that is in the mid 60s Fahrenheit. So 19 degrees Celsius. Just for those. G'day, Lynn. Oh, yes, lots happening up there. Now, something good is, oh, it's cooling down, Jules. I have set the chat to only people who are subscribed for at least 5 minutes. Morning, Megan. Oh, lovely. Spaghetti for dinner. That's good. Heavy rain and wind here. Oh, 8 o'clock. And okay. Yeah, so that'll be nice. It's just us. Hashtag team sorted. People can watch if they like. G'day, Karen. But they can't comment unless they subscribe, but they can always unsubscribe, I suppose. But anyway. Oh, there we go, Lynn. We're having the same temperature. It's a little bit warmer here. That's pretty funny, isn't it? Do I always get up? Oh, look, to be honest with you, I would like to always get up early, but these last couple of weeks with being in a funk, I didn't get out of bed till almost 10 o'clock yesterday. That's really bad for me. That was a Thursday. It's school holidays here, so that makes a bit of a difference, but I never am very rarely still in bed even at 6 o'clock. So to be in bed at 10 o'clock, I was realizing how low I've been. Yeah, Casey, hail can be damaging. There's been a bit of hail hit a local city near us. It's like we have a dome over us sometimes. Oh, wow. That's so nice, Lynn. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've just everything that has been going on in September, just all hit me. So we'll see where we're at. Oh, we've got a couple of minutes before I get into the real busy. Yay, car is here. Um, but yeah, I think that was it yesterday. I just needed a lay in and I was just miserable. I was awake at 5, but yeah, I was like looking at real estate and stuff like that. So fun times. Oh, yeah, so I thought I would just give it a couple minutes for everyone. We have about 20 people here now, so that's not too shabby. Got one more minute and then we'll just get started into the purpose of this live. And then the people who have watched it, well, there you go. Okay, it has been almost 6 minutes. I was watching the clock. I must have come on a bit early. Um, Yeah, so if you saw my live update, just to rehash all of that, I had the PNC conference, which just took it out of me. Um, I don't know if the Pfizer jab grabbed me, but if it did, it did. Like, small price to pay, right? Um, oh, thanks, Annie. Um, yeah, then I had the little bingle in the car and the stress all related to that. Update on that. They're going to repair it. However, they did call me and say that they've reassessed the claim and decided that I am at fault. And it's based on where I was on this particular roundabout. Like, it had different rules to 99% of the other roundabouts in Australia, apparently. And because I was so lost and I was unfamiliar with it, anyway, excuses. It is what it is. And yeah, so I am at fault in terms of the accident. However, because they had originally stated that I was not at fault, they're not charging me excess. So winning. So that's a save of $800. Our premium will go up, however, at the renewal, whenever that is. So it is what it is. So that's all good. The car isn't fully fixed. Oh, the car can't get fixed for another 2 weeks. So we did get some quotes on some other little bits that need doing, and it was well over $2,000. So we won't be doing that because the car's probably really only valued at $8,000. So yeah, we're just going to sort of keep that car and eventually get into yeah, a larger vehicle. Like, we have a Hyundai Santa Fe, and that's all well and good, but with bigger kids, it's getting squishier. So we need something where when they're in the third row, it's not so squishy. So um, I would love a Toyota Prado, but my budget's probably more old school Pajero. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's not a priority just yet. However, we did get what's called a Form 10. Subarus are great, but they don't have a third row, Lynn, and we need 6 seats. Or at least not here in Australia. I will go through and read the comments shortly. I just get through this part. Yeah, so I forget what day it was now. A couple of days ago, we got a phone call from a real estate to let us know that our landlord is again going ahead with selling, which we kind of anticipated, but we didn't really know. Anyways, yeah, so the real estate wants me to do a video walkthrough of the house, and I was like, too easy. I'll just use one of my old videos. But no, I didn't do that, and just the house is like a bomb's gone off because obviously I'm just not feeling great, and I'm definitely in a funk. My anxiety is through the roof, and I can feel depression creeping in a little bit. So just got to up the self care, up the self awareness, and just, ride it out. That's just seasonal. It happens to me pretty much every time, and then chuck in all the other stuff. So the house is like a bomb's gone off, and I was meant to do all that yesterday, film for the real estate, but I didn't. It's a different real estate to the one that we're currently renting through as well. So I don't know. It's all complicated. I did have a little panic because someone messaged me to say that regardless of having a lease, there was this clause, the COVID clause, where if someone buys a house, they can effectively evict the tenants. Because of this COVID clause. However, I think that particular clause is no longer, as of today, able to be implemented. So yeah, we'll see how that pans out. So far, we're okay until July next year, but we'll just see. Depends who buys the house. If they want the house, I guess they'll find a clause. So there's that. So that's like the house stuff. In terms of looking for somewhere to rent, I did have a look. There is nothing. Rents have gone through the roof. We are paying about $40 less a week market value at the moment. Like there's a house almost identical to ours with less of a yard for 450 up behind us. So yeah, we are well under the market here. Um, so we don't want to move. Add in the associated costs of that, and we really need to stay in the same area because a single vehicle. Also, at a stretch, if we really had to, the schools and my husband's work are all in walking distance. So yeah, we need to stay where we are. We are paid fortnightly. Okay, so now, sorry, I try not to read the comments first, so I can answer any questions that have come up in my little ramble. Um, yeah, so it is what it is right now. I'm trying not to stress about any of that. We have back to school, hit the ground running next week. We have Monday off, it's a public holiday, and then starting up on all the therapies and all of that sort of stuff. So lots happening, lots and lots. Term 4 of the year is typically busy with assessments and then end of year events and just getting prepared for the 6 weeks holidays that we get in December, closures. A number of my children, myself, we don't do transitions very well, so moving would be a nightmare, but changing classes and teachers and things like that starts to like kick in about week 5. Everyone starts to get really aware of the fact that they're going up a grade. So there's all of that plus Jonesy. Jonesy starts prep, so that's full-time school next year. So that is happening. Speaking of which, it is his 5th birthday today, so I'm expecting him to come in at any minute and ask where his presents are. We did give him a present last night because my husband is at work. He's already left for work today. So, yeah, we're just waiting for him really. We couldn't get anything that he specifically wanted Sonic Lego, but we couldn't find any in the local shops, and it was $100 online, and I was like, "Jonesy, you're fine." So he's got little bits and pieces that he hopefully will like. If I move this over here, can you still hear me okay? Okay, so I'll come back through and read the comments. Very warm where you are. Oh, nice, I guess. Megan. Oh, cold, Tom. Ah, yes, that's good, Diana. I'm glad you had a good month and a birthday month at that. Julie had a birthday month as well. And yes, Hannah, it is the 1st of October. Happy birthday! I didn't know you and Jonesy shared the same birthday. There you go. Lovely. Yes, Subarus would be great, but again, we need the 3rd row. Hemel Hempstead Magic Roundabouts. Oh God, no, thank you. I think I'm traumatized. This roundabout wasn't even crowded. And if yeah, anyway, I don't want to talk. Oh, yeah, that sucks, Cara. Our right indicator isn't working at the front, so we can't really go places in the car unless it's urgent, which, we found going to get KFC for dinner the other night was extremely urgent. Okay, where are we at? G'day, Michelle. G'day, Desiree. Okay. Yes, 5. Jonesy is 5 today. Lovely. Oh, so nice. Yes. Um, yeah. And this week the weather's been bleh, so oh, I haven't watched Wentworth for a couple of years. It got a bit so yeah. So that's what's happening with me so much. There was a suggestion. Lovely Savannah did suggest that perhaps I need to drop something. Maybe there's too much on my plate, and PNC should be one of it. Yes, Vanessa, it is. Um, and I don't, me and my home, heart, body, and soul. If I dropped PNC, that's a very big part of my heart. It's very much something that I feel gives me purpose outside of the home that's related to the kids. So it's important to me. So that's, as much as it's an option, it's not something that I really want to do. It is something that I do enjoy. It does take up a lot of time sometimes. It kind of ebbs and flows. Like sometimes it's lots and lots of work and then nothing for a week or two. So it's just kind of like it is what it is. And so that's something that I'm not prepared to at this stage give up. Also, that not to sound like a martyr, but there's very few other people to do it. So you kind of have to have a special personality to do it. Not that I'd say I've got a special personality, but I am saying that I kind of have a neutral personality when it comes to managing uh, personalities. So I kind of keep the peace a little bit. So, whereas there are other people who can have an agenda and just go gung ho. Thankfully, we don't have a lot or any people on our current committee, but it could change with just one person. So, at this point, just want to keep everything status quo and very smooth. Oh, that's right, Vanessa. I think I remember that. Vanessa was just saying that her daughter and Jonah share the same birthday. And also Hannah. Hannah does too. Okay, and then the other suggestion was to give up this channel, which, no. This is for my soul. This is something that I do for me, that's purely for me, that keeps me accountable and allows me to connect with a variety of people. It expands my little world. So that those are two very big important things to me. And I realize that like when things get really heavy, it's always a good idea to kind of drop the ball on things. And so I just have to minimize things. So yeah, it's at this point, it's not an option. I get too much joy and fulfillment out of both of those things. And yes, they take up a lot of time. But sometimes when things are important, you just have to kind of find a way to set boundaries. And yeah, and that's just what I'm prepared to do. Like those are the, if I felt like yeah, if I felt like I had to, I would, but at this point, they are actually the things keeping me going. I'm afraid sometimes if I don't have things to do, that I'll just stop. And anxiety and depression always sit at the back here and could always take over at any time. But because I have purpose in my children and my family and those external hobbies, um, yeah, it's not an option. So no, I'm not giving up. I will step back whenever I need to. It is an optional thing, obviously, and sometimes with PNC, I'll just say, "Hey, it's 6 o'clock on a Friday night. Let's not talk about it again until Monday." Like I very clearly set those boundaries. So, yeah, that's right. If I have to step back, I step back. It's just we make choices, right? And that's. I know that it's. I do tend to take on lots more, so that's when I'll enroll in uni and start this and volunteer here, and I'll do all that stuff. And those will be the things that go. But PNC and this channel, not at this stage. Yeah, you just I feel like I'm doing the minimum at this point. With uni, I'm not actually enrolled in any classes. I'm so glad that I dropped that subject that I had because directly after the PNC, I would have had to do a 4-day intensive 9 to 5 counseling program, which would have been intense. I would have been just catatonic by now, wouldn't have been able to move. So, yeah, I'm so glad I dropped that when I did because A, I didn't have to pay for it, and B, it's yeah, it's not a thing. Oh my. And then we have 10 weeks of school left, and then school holidays. So we have what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of school holidays this year. Yes. I wouldn't give up on you, Anne. No way, no how. Yes, and that's why I kind of have the other platforms in terms of Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, so that I can communicate with you guys what's going on. If I'm feeling like things are all a little bit on top of me, then I practice what I preach and I pull back a little bit, but I kind of I try to find ways to let you know so nobody worries. It's hard for me though. Like if someone is like around and around and around, uh, and then they just don't comment anymore, I'm like, where did they go? And I'll never know. So that's always a worry for me. If I don't see someone's name for a really long time, I get worried. Um, and if I'm not uploading, then people aren't commenting and blah blah blah. Anyway, yes, 10 weeks of school without a break. I mean, yeah, we have a public holiday in the first week, and then it's a solid 10 weeks. So and that's how our terms work. They're 10 weeks and then generally a 2-week break, and then yeah. Yeah, and that's the struggle. That's why I have to be consistent on YouTube, and it is my platform of choice. YouTube's my favorite. I prefer YouTube. I'm trying to use stories a little bit more and the shorts. So there's always a way to create something even short just to let you know. And I also always try to post on the community tab if something major's going on. Yeah, and YouTube just is my joy. And it's really only when I just get into my head and I start to worry about analytics and views and things like that that it becomes a problem. Oh, that is, yeah, I wish. I must admit, by week 7, the kids are done for. Yeah, it was on my phone, Michelle, but I don't know where. I don't know how I found it. I found it one day. I was like, why am I not using this? Because I had to wait till I got 10K subscribers to get it. And so I was like, hanging for it. And then I got 10K subscribers and then I barely used it. Uh, oh gosh, that's a lot, Megan. Oh, I can hear Jonesy awake. I think Rose was more excited for his birthday than he was. She was awake at yeah, about half hour ago. Yeah, that's right, Diana. So social media is good for that. But fun fact, I put a question tab show. I put a question tab on Instagram if anyone had any questions. No one did. It's kind of awkward. And I don't think anyone and I was wondering about that, like maybe I'm just an open book. Maybe people already know all there is to know about me. Yeah. He's talking to Rose now. I'll have to get his. I'll tell Rose where the presents are. We didn't actually do wrapping paper. I just put his presents in like little bags, um, material bags. So, the question was, do you have any questions? Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy birthday.
Can I open one of my presents?
Yes, you can.
Friday.
In the cupboard there, Rose. Hang on a second, guys.
Is it gonna open now?
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to open them up over here so that because Mummy's on a live chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to? Oh.
Sonic wants to help.
Sonic wants to help.
Yeah.
Okay, hop up here so everyone can wish you happy birthday though. Hop up here because there's like 20 people there and that was saying happy birthday, buddy. It is Hannah's birthday today, or she's in the UK. It's her birthday tomorrow in the UK. Look at that. You want to show him Sonic? Ah, that was Daddy's present for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to open these ones?
Yeah.
So this one has 3 presents in it, and this one has 1. Which one do you want to do? 3. All right, there you go. It's a really good idea, actually. The little bags, they were just little material bags from when I got. Ta-da! What's that?
Minecraft Lego.
Who's the characters on here? You got Minecraft Lego. It's for 7+, but he has big siblings, so.
It's
What the? Who's
Steve.
that?
It's Steve.
2 Thomas Mini. What are these called?
I don't know.
I don't know.
A fox.
Do you need to go to the
dog.
toilet?
Maybe they called the new one. A
Yes, go to the toilet.
And a Steve. That's
All right. Okay. Tommy is here as well. So I'll just make sure you. This is going into the toilet. I need to see that. Yeah. So yeah, he's a happy little boy, and Rosie's here. She's wearing her West Ham jersey. Come here. Well, not hers. Dad's West Ham jersey.
Mine now.
Yeah. All right. Did you flush? Wash your hands? Too excited. Yeah, we were supposed to catch up with some friends from out of town. They're supposed to come up tomorrow for his birthday, but
Okay, you're going to speak.
that nasty C word seems to be coming back in. Hi, Alyssa. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about it for sure. Here we go. One last present, and this is fun. This is like a squishy, stretchy thing. Another Minecraft
one.
So we show this one. We got
Underwater one.
that one.
There's no more. Pretty sure.
Nope, that's all your presents. So you're gonna open up and see who you got in your blind bags.
Yeah. Probably not a new one.
I need a pair of scissors that I hide from everyone, and then I can. Ah, there we go. Who's this?
I don't know.
Have a look.
It's Birthday Thomas.
Birthday Thomas.
Golden Birthday Thomas.
Golden Birthday Thomas. That's lucky. And
Look at it.
oh, so I can. This one has a name on it, so we'll see if he knows this one. Who's this? You don't know that one? Who do you think it is?
Don't know. You have to read it.
It has wings like a bird. It's Millie.
Millie.
Millie the train. She must be new. She
Yeah.
must be a new train.
Parrot Millie. That's her name. Okay. There you go. Why don't you go play with your Lego with Roro? And because you're the birthday king today, you get to say what's happening.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What's the rules today?
I want to keep holding on to this
You're going to hold that? Yep.
so it can't get lost.
Good choice. All right. Have fun. Oh, could you close the bathroom door, please, Roro?
Like Rose, you can buy people in Minecraft. Yeah. So,
Close my door, please.
sorry.
You're fine. All right. So that's it. Yes, he loves his Thomas. Diana, did you have to go? Rosie is, yeah, she's our birthday girl. Um, we have a thing in our family. We don't usually do presents for birthdays, but obviously when you're 5, you need presents. We usually go places, but again, things are strange world. Thanks, Tracy. Tom it. Rose, let Commy out. Comments inside. Yeah, so just little presents for his birthday. Didn't miss any. Oh, Salt Lake City. Fair enough, Diana. No worries. Yeah, so happy days. His birthday will probably go on for weeks to be, well, not weeks, but it will just go on and on in terms of when the grandparents see him, and then we'll have birthday celebrations then, and he'll have kindy celebrations. So his birthday is pretty endless. Birthdays are like that. And Maeve's birthday is next month, and we tend to Tommy. Yeah, Maeve's birthday we call the birthday of, the month of birthdays, because it seems to go on and on and on. It's Jonesy's birthday today. Jonah's birthday, Tracy. Oh, you didn't go out, you naughty cat. It's because I invited him out. Gosh, there he is. Naughty Thomas. Oh, well, his name's Comet, but I've taken to calling him Tomet. Thomas. He's naughty. Yeah, so it is just gone 5:30 here in the morning, Tracy. So I sort of did this live early, anticipating that it would, the kids wouldn't wake up till 6 or 7. But Rosie, I'm pretty sure Rosie woke Jonah up because she was just as excited. She's our celebratory person, always makes everyone's birthdays good. Oh, so Alyssa asked, I don't know where the comment is now, am I doing the Fly Lady in Hi, Pure Pondering. Excuse me. Tommy, out. Okay, am I doing Fly Lady in October? And it is something that I contemplated with. So, little background on the Fly Lady stuff. I had discovered Fly Lady without a word of a lie about 15 years ago, way before I had kids, when I still had, I think my husband and I had met, but that's it. And I remember doing lots and lots of planning. I was actually working as a kind of a social worker at the time, but with teenagers. So, it wasn't really relevant to my work. And obviously I was a single person in a 1-bedroom house, so it sort of didn't feel relevant to me then. And then over the years, I bought the Fly Lady calendar. I used to love the Fly Lady calendar. I used to ship it all the way from the US. I have the Fly Lady everything. So that was all fine. In fact, the 2008 Fly Lady calendar has all of Maeve's milestones on it. So, of course, I've kept it. But yeah, because that was her first year. So on that, it has like when she first walked and all the rest of it. So for want of a baby book, it's all on there. But I mean, the calendars were huge, but I loved it. I loved being able to see at a glance what I was doing. But I never was able to stick to the system. And then I read Sidetracked Home Executives, which is, I don't know if I have it handy, but I read it and I realized that a lot of what they did was what the Fly Lady did. And it turns out that she had just kind of digitized what they did. So then it left a little, like a bit of a icky taste in my mouth because no one had ever heard of them. And I think there was a little bit of controversy about whether she had, don't want to make accusations, but it felt like there was a lot of copying without a lot of credit. Um, and so I don't know, I just got all funny about that. And then I was like, well, I'm not using Fly Lady. But obviously, a lot of the things that I do probably came from the initial stuff, or alternatively, perhaps it's just natural for people to do Fly Lady. And like maybe she just named the things that people do naturally in their homes. And it's definitely different to the sidetracked home executives, but similar story. And I think um, yeah, very, very similar. They actually do like a what's like a card system. So I was looking for it. I did try that as well. So then I was like, oh, there was a lot of other things, like a lot of the emails that came, and certainly the website isn't as like pretty, and it's quite distracting and that sort of stuff. So, and being the perfectionist that I am, even though she has anti perfectionism, like she says, don't do that. Um, if I wasn't doing it at the same time as what she suggested in the emails, then I was like, well, I'm failing. It's very, very different now, um, in that, it's very much more digitized. So a lot of you are mentioning, yeah, Fly Lady. Oh, yeah, yeah, pure pondering. That would be tricky because it is very much based on, all day. And the thing that my goal is to actually have all of my housework done before I do school run. Like that would be ideal. And then I would effectively have what everyone thinks a stay-at-home mum has all the time in the world. But that would be when I plan to work on businesses and do PNC stuff and do all that sort of stuff, do my studies and, you know, effectively work, just not always get paid for it. So that would be my goal. And I know the organized mum method, who mentioned that? I think Tracy. Um, yes. I know that she does similar as well. So then I got into my head about like just doing my own thing. Yes, I think that's part of the reason why I'm inspired is because Secret Slob just did the 21-day thing, and Diane in Denmark is another one. Um, there's also, has anybody seen the Clean Mama? So, oh, that's interesting, Diana. Yeah, I use method cleaners as well for the most part. Um, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Tracy's heard of the Clean Mama. So her website, like this was one of the things, it's really pretty and it's so minimal and not distracting. However, she has like set tasks on set days, like Tuesdays is for dusting. And I know that the Fly Lady kind of does similar as well. So I'm like, I think I would rebel. And then if I didn't dust on a Tuesday, which who dusts? I don't dust. Just kind of do it all in one. Then I would get into the perfectionist trait where, well, it wasn't good enough. Didn't do exactly as she said. So that's why I kind of just did my own thing and steered away from Flight Lady. That was a really long way to say I might do Flight Lady in October. I don't know. Actually, October's going to be very much about catching up again. And obviously, because I've been in a funk, Clean Mama overwhelmed you. That's interesting to know, Annie. Yes. Yeah, and I think it's really just who you are. Precisely, Megan. I'm the same. Like, I did decorate this little shelf here, and I obviously have my little Nemo shrine. Barb, one of my subscribers, painted him, and then Nemo sits there, and so I do have that there. But that's about the most I want to dust. I've just been trying to clear off surfaces for that purpose. Yeah, so Clean Mama has like a calendar, and she does a lot of very natural type food. So she has a calendar, a month's calendar, and she tells you basically what to do on every day. So she has, I think she calls them the dailies. So that's where you make your bed and tidy surfaces and things like that. And I kind of do that. Um, I think she does have a YouTube channel, and it's yeah, Clean Mama, Mama. Yep. I was just wondering what that noise was. Loads of it's very structured, and it's very like on this day you do this. So that's all fine, but yeah, it's kind of why I just did my own thing. But I thought, oh, it'll be fun to yeah, that's right, Hannah. Just get it done when you can. I don't know, maybe I'll just do like a month of each. Yeah, see, I rebel. That's the struggle. Like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm cleaning my toilet today just because you said. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I feel like I never noticed dust prior to the recent years. So, yeah, that's really hard, Diana. I think OCD combined with the other extreme is, yeah, they're very difficult things. And a lot of the times, if you live with some kind of anxiety or depression, you people, unless you've been there, people don't understand the mental barrier. Someone described it the other day, and it was like things that people don't understand are a privilege. It was, and it was like um, this decision to just do things. Like people say, "Oh, you just do it," and that's all well and good, but sometimes, particularly, yeah, depression and that just it's it's not even an explicable thing, and definitely grief, pure. I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds like something that you're working with now. Um, yeah. So Fly Lady is all about cleaning, whereas I try to make my morning routine a little bit more holistic to include not just the home stuff, but stuff for the kids and the family and for myself, my physical and mental well-being, as well as a little bit of work. And if I can do that first thing in the morning, then whatever I get done for the rest of the day, winning. Yeah. It's so frustrating because it's not like you want to do it. Like it's not for lack of want. It's just like it's not even physical. It's like this bizarre feeling of, and someone described it once as like walking through molasses. And that's how I've been feeling the last few weeks. Just really walking through molasses, just going through the motions and feeling like I'm getting nowhere. So I think I'm just going to be sharing a lot of that experience. Yeah. I think I will definitely be better in the summer. Yeah. There you go, Tracy. I'm so glad to know that helps. So do I. Nothing gets me more than when people are like, just do it. Yes. And then like, I feel like people with anxiety and depression are probably the least lazy people, but they appear to be lazy because everything is so hard. But on the inside, they're like, I gotta do it, and I just have to do it. And it's just like, yeah, that whole experience of where you say, just get over it. Oh, you're depressed, just get over it. Oh, who would have thought? Why don't I just get over it? Yeah, it's hard. Um, Yeah, and that's what I find if I tell myself just one thing, if I just do just one thing. Uh, yes. Megan, last check, I'm pretty sure I do take a supplement most of the time for vitamin D. Yeah, and I feel like, school holidays are challenging because I just, uh, if only it were that simple, if only you could just get over it with depression and PTSD and grief, far out. Yay, good morning, Vanessa. Yeah, we're just talking about how, yeah, people don't understand the privilege of mental health. Like, feeling healthy mentally is I have a friend who just doesn't understand, but she will say, "I just don't understand." Like, her mum is struggled with it for a lot of years, and she's like, "I just don't get it." And she's over the years, like, we've known one another since we were 17, 18. So she's seen me in my deepest, darkest times, and she never understood, but she never made me feel like she's amazing. She would say, "I don't understand, but I love you anyway." Yeah. Oh, wow. It's amazing how things can change and how, yeah, often you need to just tweak stuff. Can you tell us what and how you make your coffee? Oh, um, I have an espresso machine and I get like the cheapest coffee from McDonald's, from Coles. It is the urban something it's called, and I just make it in the espresso machine and it's the best. But I also have almond milk, and since I've been using almond milk, I can't drink coffee with regular cow's milk. So it's so good. It is so good. And in the Yeti, it's still really hot. I made this an hour ago and it's still like too hot to sip. So, yes, that's very much what it's like, Michelle. Precisely, pure pondering. I think too, and do you know what? As hard as it is to know intimately what anxiety and depression is and how it feels for me, I probably wouldn't change knowing it because I feel like it gives you as a compassion and an understanding for others that, in many ways, I hope by sharing your personal experiences, it helps others. Like, that's why I talk about it, because 20 years ago when I was first diagnosed, it was taboo. And it wasn't something that you mentioned. It was kind of something that you whispered. And I actually denied it for many years, which didn't help with recovery or taking care of myself. So, yeah, I think that's the thing. Ah, yeah, Annie, that's a fair point. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Vanessa. I will show it in every vlog now, and you'll be like, "Why is she showing me her coffee?" Actually, Vanessa, are you on Instagram? Because I think you are. I think we've chatted on Instagram, haven't we? Because I don't know, in my highlights on my thing, I have odes to coffee, and it's all about coffee,
Mom,
like making my coffee.
the kids are not letting me um
Okay.
the lid open the little one.
Okay. All right.
Minecraft box.
It's his toys. Please let him close the door, please, Jonesy.
My boy, so I get his shoes.
Let him choose. Well, he just said, "I'm the birthday king." um, We're at to oh, yeah, that's hard. That's right. And that's exactly right. And that's I think that's a lot of the ways, like, Julie, your message, um, I think kids have been good for me in that regard because I just have to get up and go. Like, I can't, as much as I would love to just shut down, and I certainly have friends who do shut down and that's their part. Like that's what they can do. I don't, there's no option for me. Like there's nobody else that I can get to do stuff. And I don't ask people for help very easily. And my husband works so much. So I just have to do it. If it's going to be done, it has to be done. So I think that's part of the reason why I shut down a little bit on school holidays because and weekends because all of the therapies and the supports and the school runs and the all of that aren't on weekends. So I can like shut down a little bit. I can and then I have to get up and go again. But I think that's been part of the struggle with school holidays combined with the weather not being able to do anything anyway. So there's that. Yeah, and we call it a teamwork stuff. I also, because I have neurotypical children and also neurodiverse children, I have to model healthy self care. Like, so my neurotypical children need to know that it's okay to take care of yourself because, caring roles maybe where they go. Something that's really important that they know that it's okay to go, you know what? You've got your basic needs met. That's where I'm at today. That's all I can do for you today. Yeah. So I don't even think I'm premenopausal yet. I did a little test thing the other day. I'm like, maybe that's what's wrong with me, but I don't think I am. Yes, definitely low iron. Yes, men get it so easy. Sorry, Tom, if he's still here. Um, yeah. Oh, good night, Des. Thank you for being here. I will close off probably shortly. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jules. And that's why I found doing the minimums, like having the resets in each of those areas was really helpful to me. Um, Yay, Samantha. And yeah, doing the bare basics, having everything just kind of cleared and put away. And while there could be clutter just shoved behind a cupboard door, in my case, sometimes I just have to let that go and just do the minimums. Thanks, Tom. Um, yeah, so I don't know. You just have to. I think the thing, regardless of what you do or how you cope or what plan you follow or you know who you emulate, for want of a better word, or any of that, the main thing is that you show yourself compassion, that you do what it is that you need to do to make yourself feel like you have achieved something for yourself. And if that is laying in bed till 10 o'clock and just getting up to make toast for the kids and allowing them screen time and that sort of stuff, then so be it. But if it's also getting up and smashing out everything before 7 o'clock and having the house immaculate and maintaining it all day, if that makes you feel good too, then that's what you have to do. And I think provided it's for yourself and not for anyone else in terms of why you do it, um, then that's okay. Just got to be, that is tough, Tom. You've just got to be kind to yourself. Yeah. Vanessa, how do I deal with two? They are intense. Yeah, Megan. Cats are crazy. If I'm honest, I probably wouldn't have gotten the kittens. Oh, fair enough, pure. Um, yeah, I I love them, don't get me wrong. But yeah, they do fight. What's with that? Because obviously I only had Nemo for 17 years, so didn't know that cats fought with each other. So weird. We've started to let Comet outside, so that's nice. Oh, yeah. Ruining stuff. Nemo, I've gotten to the point, where I think Nemo was just weird. Did they? Hannah? So it's normal for them to fight. Yeah. I wish I'd sort of I mean, I think I was just spoiled with Nemo. Like, if you called Nemo, he was always up for a cuddle and he was always like, you know, but these two, meh. Yeah, sometimes they're playing and then they get vicious. But anyway, it will be 1 year since Nemo died this month. It's hard to believe that's gone so fast. Yeah, actually, Star, who's our little kitten, well, she's over a year old, but she's much smaller. Our big Bruce, who's huge, he is terrified of her. Like if she's sitting when because he gets fed in the garage, um, and if Star's sitting there, he's just like, "Nope, not coming in today." Oh, that's tough. Poor old Brucey. And Marlon just approaches it like everything else he does, like, "What is that? I don't understand." Mm. Yeah, that's gone fast, hey? Anyway, so that's the plan. Is that for the month of October, I'm just going to be working on, um oh, hi. Working on developing the systems and habits and routines again to break through this kind of funk, this anxiety and depression. And I'm probably going to call it that. I tend to stay away from that because it feels a bit clickbaity or something. But um, maybe there is someone out there who sees and relates to how I've been. So, and also because I've come so far, and because I would like to think I'm fairly self-aware and self-conscious. Self-conscious is not always a good thing, but very self-aware in terms of how anxiety and depression affect me. Oh, is it freezing? Let me know. Okay. So it might be just okay. Um, yeah, so that is how yeah, it that's what I thought I would do for the month of October is really kind of hone in on that, and hopefully help people. That's what I want to do. That is the Monday, Tuesday uploads. Oh, there we go. YouTube must be playing up. And then the job that's never done. Yay, Jules. Um, Still working on the master bedroom. Every time I move something, I find 7 more notebooks. I have a lot of notebooks, but I'm getting slowly organized in that. Part of my struggle is just not having a consistent amount of time in which to do it. So, yeah, I'm just going to prioritize that when the kids are back to school. No worries, Natalie. Um, and then the cooking and that sort of stuff on the Fridays. That to be honest, doesn't do overly well on my channel. People aren't as interested in like grocery hauls or meal prep or anything like that on my channel as they are decluttering. But quite frankly, the decluttering does well, and I will just do it because I need that accountability. But the cleaning and the cooking, it's part of my life. So, um, and I really want to get that under control. So that's why I will share that on my channel, regardless of the views, because it keeps me accountable. Oh, stationery. It's embarrassing the amount of notebooks I have. It's terrible. It's terrible. And pens I've toned down. I haven't bought any for a long time, but I'm a sucker for a notebook. And then I found this little one here because I have moleskin ones I must have bought on special. I found this one, and it's got codes in it. Like it's got N F F F N F. I don't know what it means. It's clearly a very, very important code. And I think I can't remember when it was even from, but anyway, maybe it was not finished. But then if it's not finished, because it's about books. Oh, I know what it is. I just cracked my own code, fiction and non-fiction, because it is books. So there we go. Okay. Code cracked. Yeah, it can do your head in, Hannah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, notebooks. Oh, I just love them. I did finish one because I did my morning journaling and I finished one. So that was cool. I have my own little notebook that I'll eventually. I made my own. I printed one on Amazon. And so it's all about, it's my own little notebook, but I don't think the size is a bit big for me. I think the next, I'll make it a bit smaller, like, so yeah, eventually, because, you know, for your notebook hoarders, if you want some more. But this was for my morning pages, so if I just wrote, I find writing very helpful. It was on, I just ordered it on, what's it called? Amazon printing or something. I forget what it's called. Ask me on Instagram and I'll find it for you. Yes, that's what I need to do, Jules. I've almost got them all collated because I'm still cleaning out the job that never ends, decluttering all of this. So I thought I was doing fairly well. And then I forgot that I had this big stash of stuff down here and I went through it yesterday and I was like, oh my God, I'm nowhere near done. So I did get some new storage things from IKEA last week. So just trying to figure those out. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure all that out. I'll probably have to go soon. Well, there's still 20 of us here, so ask me some questions. I feel like I'm rambling. Also, I've only had 2 sips of coffee. So, yeah, so I don't know what they're called, but they're these long drawers. They'll be in the next decluttering video. And so they fit. Oh, that's the wrong drawer. I haven't labeled any of them. But because I've got these for the Cricut, the vinyl for the Cricut, the drawer is long enough to fit those in. So that's where I'm storing those. But they're just I bought them because they were in the discount pile at IKEA, and they were $70 marked down to $35. So I bought 2 of them. The 2 that were there, they're a little bit wonky and they got a dint or a stain or something on them, so they're not perfect, but they serve a purpose. So Um, at this point, Natalie, I label things. So I have to make some name labels for the kids on their water bottles for the next term because they're always using a losing water bottles. So I just bought them all new water bottles, much to my husband's disgust because I might have a weakness for notebooks and water bottles. Yeah, so the nearest IKEA is maybe an hour and a half away from me, so I don't get to go very often, but I do love it. No, we have one linen cupboard, which isn't used properly, I must say. So,
Then just build the other Lego setting. It's not letting me build the other one.
Austin,
And he keeps saying that he gets to build it. Austin.
I love doobie-dobbing.
Austin's not listening.
Austin. No, it's just dibba-dobbers. Megan. Aussie. Go on, Rose, sort it out. Use.
I can't. He won't listen.
Okay, well, what are you saying?
I said, can I please build the rest? You did not say the word.
Okay. They're just sorry, I'm just listening to them fight. Basically, Rose, could you close my door, please? Austin, let her do it.
I'm not. She can't right now. I'm building a wall.
Let her have the other box. Yeah, basically they're fighting over Jonah's presents. So Austin's being a boss and Rose is being a victim. So they need to just sort it out themselves. No, I'm not at all in the slightest keen to move, Natalie, mostly because we'll probably have to rent somewhere else, and there's not a lot of places that rent super close that are in our vicinity that is not exactly where we're living in terms of how the house looks and things like that. So I don't want to move for the sake of moving. I would rather move if we were moving into somewhere that had a bit of land, a lot more space, not internally but outdoors. Like I want to open my bedroom window and see gum trees. So that's, there's no options for that really close by. And so yeah, I don't want to move. To be honest. But at the same time, I don't want to live here forever. I want to move into our own house. I don't want to rent another house exactly like this house, if you understand what I'm saying. I want to move into a space that's ours. Yes, Alyssa, do you enjoy using your Bissell? Would you recommend it? Can you also use it on carpet? Okay. I have a love-hate with my Bissell. I love that it's cordless. I love that. Good night, Monique. Thank you. I love that it is cordless. I love that it's multi-purpose in the way that it vacuums and mops. Wouldn't say that it's any faster than maybe vacuuming and then mopping, but in this house, I tend to find that I've had to vacuum, mop, and vacuum again. So it does cut down that. So it probably takes around the same time because I'm quite slow at it, but at the same time, yeah. And it does technically work on the carpet, but I don't use it on my carpet because our carpets are feral. If I'm really perfectly honest, they're 10 years old and yeah, they need a proper good deeper clean, the carpets. So I don't use mine on the carpet, but they can be used on the carpet. It's very multi-purpose in that regard. I love it for the wet areas. You know, when you like sweep or vacuum in a bathroom and there's a splatter of water and the dirt gets stuck to the water in the vacuum cleaner, like yeah, at least with the Bissell, game changer in that regard. Really love it for that. Yeah, so I don't love that it leaves a good like this much around the edges because it doesn't like the mop head doesn't stick out to get those edges. So there's that as well. But again, these are all first world problems. Um, like any appliance, there isn't something that you probably already have that doesn't do the same job. So it does make my life easier, the cordlessness of it. Then yeah. Salt lamp, do you think it works? I love mine, but not sure. What is it supposed to do? um, I did read that it cuts down like the interference of electronic stuff. Maybe not interference, but it just like neutralizes a lot of what the emissions of electronics. So that's kind of why I have it. So let me know what's it supposed to do. Oh, no, I hate it on when I'm sleeping. No, I can't. I don't like the red glow at night. So it's always off at night. So it doesn't help me sleep at all. Oh yeah, the toothpaste gizmos. They're good. I noticed that the kids have pulled the toothpaste out of one of them, so I don't know what that's about. But anyway. Uh, on my Amazon shop, Jules, if you look there, I've got a couple of little toothpaste gizmo-y things that I bought. 100%. 100% I would downsize to buy. Megan, we actually had our hearts really set on this house that would have been entirely impractical because it only had 3 bedrooms and one of the bedrooms was like micro. And we were like, well, we'll put a wall here and we'll knock this wall down and we'll add this. And we had our hearts so set on that house. But we just couldn't get finance. And it's partly because I've been a stay-at-home mum for 10 years. Yeah, so that's the struggle. I really need to have a job or at least a consistent income to get us finance it. And even then, the way the market has exploded, yeah, it's out of control at the moment. So, but yeah, definitely downsize in a heartbeat, provided it was on some decent land, like decent sized land. But yeah, I mean, I'd live in a shed if it wasn't so cold. But yeah, if it was on our own place, I'd just make all the difference. Yeah, that's right. If dogs or cats lick the salt lamp, Nima was never interested in it, and I have it up here. The cats don't regularly go up there, so it's pretty okay. Sorry, it's not a very attractive look where I'm sitting. Ah, that's nice, Tom. Thanks. So good that you have that support. I'm so glad for you. Uh, 1 or 2-story home. Um, 2-story homes aren't overly common, or having said that, I would really love a high set house. So not necessarily 2 stories, but on stilts, um, which are quite common in Queensland. Fair enough, Tracy. Yeah, no, my cats haven't shown interest. If they did, I'd get rid of it in a heartbeat because I have heard it can be really bad for them. And the kids don't go near it. G'day. Oh yeah, they're common. They're just different styles. I personally have never lived in a 2-story house. Having said that, and I've lived in a lot of houses. Yeah, Casey, hello. Yeah, like the cracks in this house. So this is the dilemma I'm at. The real estate called and they said, "Can I do a walkthrough of the house so that they can show it to investors who may just buy sight unseen?" And I was like, "Yeah, no worries, but school holidays, so give me some time." So I was like, "Well, I'll just edit one of my videos and send them that." But when you're filming to show people a clean house and when you're filming to show the layout of the house, it's two different ways. So I have to clean the house to do the filming. And so I said to my husband, I said, if we want an investor to buy, then we want to give them our best. Like, we want them to see the house at its absolute schmick best because they want to go, "Oh, yes, I'll invest in this house and allow those tenants to stay." So that would be ideal. However, if he's going to show it to people who want to move in, then I would accidentally show the cracks in the ceiling and the floors and the walls and, around the tub and things like that. Um, yeah. So you got to be, it's very, yeah. Uh, Vanessa, fitness journey. So I have actually been counting calories the last few weeks, or 2 weeks, to be honest, because I just want to figure out my calorie deficit. And that's gone okay. So, just trying to find, because when I do anything, I go gung ho, full on, and then drop it like a hot potato. So I'm trying to find that kind of smooth middle road. Uh, no, nowhere near the coast, but like in general, Queenslanders tended to be up high for the heat. I don't know why, 'cause heat rises. But I don't know. It's quite common for Queensland houses to older style Queensland homes, like most of the modern ones, like what I live in now, they're on foundations, and a lot of the houses, very few Queenslanders in my neighbourhood, in fact, none. They're all on the ground. There would be double story houses, but not, and even then, they tend to be duplexes or units. Um, Someone's going to come in and dob. Yes.
I'll sit there and let me be Minecraft Steve in there.
Let him be Minecraft Steve, please.
He broke the thing I just finished building.
Okay, be more gentle, Jones. Close the door, please. I probably have to go soon.
Well, I did that because he did.
Okay, well, that's not very nice. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, it sounds scary, houses on stilts, but they're not like thin stilts. Oh, well, Tom, I admire anyone who gets the support and who is able to get the support. So well done, you. It's a very big self-awareness. Here we
You
go.
know what?
What?
Austin said go away to me.
Did he? And that made you feel how?
It made me feel sad.
Did it? That would make me feel sad too. I'm sorry you feel that way. Can you maybe let Ozzy know how you feel?
Yeah. But it was keep saying go away.
And that's just not a nice thing to say, is it?
Yeah.
So you just let him know. I don't like it when you do that.
Can you just tell Austin? Loud.
Austin, please don't tell him to go away. Jones, can you close my door, please, buddy?
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, Kimberly, I feel the same. It definitely feels like a dream. It gets further and further. Okay. Oh, hi, Cat Whisperer. Well done. Yes. Okay. Not quite a tiny home, but close. I'd go smaller if I could. Yeah, I probably wouldn't mind smaller, provided I had the outdoor space. Yeah, actually, I am Julie scared of heights as well, so I probably wouldn't stand on the balcony a whole lot. But I've just ever since I was little, I've always wanted a Queensland. Although having said that, like they're not double story, not always. Like yeah, I have to show you one day. Um, maybe 6 to 12 months. But I've been saying 6 to 12 months for about 3 years now, Natalie. So it would just have to depend on what was available because, like I said, I'm not prepared to move into another house just like this house that has the small backyard, who's surrounded by people. If I moved, it would be into a G'day Emily, into somewhere smaller, fine, but more secluded and definitely more land. Like I don't like I can hear my neighbor flush her toilet. I don't like it. So yeah, the country girl's coming out in me more. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if I can do that small. Oh, well, especially not with kids. I'm glad you could be here too, Emily. Um, oh, it's getting late. So East London is where EastEnders is. Is that right? And where West Ham is. Um, 2 rooms up plus bathroom, 2-room downstairs. Now I live alone, downsize. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. That's different, Jules. We don't have touch wood because it is 2020 on. We don't tend to have earthquakes, but we do have cyclones. So, um, no, it'd be so nice. Just in the country, I could live with that. The English country would be amazing as well. It's always so green. Hey, Mel. Yeah. Mm. There you go, Hannah. Yeah, thanks, Jules. Knocked on wood. Um, oh, how lovely. Definitely on my bucket list to go to London. Yeah, we're kind of on the mountains as well. Ugh, humidity. Woohoo, Hannah. You steal me a photo of someone, that would be awesome. Um, oh, look at you all connecting. But it's set in East London, right? I don't know. Arizona. Ah, yeah, I think I've seen that one as well. Yeah, but did you you're starting to see I spilled the shredder. I knocked the shredder over, and then my husband had the vacuum cleaner and he was cleaning the car, so I haven't vacuumed up the shredded paper in the background. Um, yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving watching you guys chat and connect. That's pretty cool. So cool. Oh, here we go. Aussie oi.
Yes. Possibly.
Please, mummy darling.
I'm not doing that.
Why not?
Weird.
You should say, please, mummy darling, sweetie pie, honey bunch. Love you much. Yeah. Give him a screen and he'll leave the others alone. When when I was a teenager, I babysat a lot, and there was a family that I used to babysit for, and if they asked for something, I would say, "Please, Lissy darling, sweetie pie, honey bunch." And so when they were really little, we'd go, "Please, Lissy darling." And they're so little, and they're probably in their 30s now because I'm that old. Maybe, yeah, they'd be in their 30s, and they still say, "Remember you used to make us say, 'Please, Lissy darling'?" Yes, I do. That's it. Fair enough, Jules. Yeah, I should probably go to get some breakfast happening. Oh, wow, that's a huge age gap, Pure. Do I know you under another name? Say good day to Johnny for us, Jules. Yeah, so is summer in February for sure. Anyway, what do we? Oh, we've got 26 people here still. Um, we had some plans, Natalie, but we're really I'm really noticing the paper in the background now. Ouch. Um, yeah, we had some friends that were coming up from the nearest city, but they won't be able to make it because COVID's pretty looming as usual. There you go. Um, wow, 30-year age gap. Kimberly, that's amazing. That's huge. Um, yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to think what that would be like. I just no. My baby's done now. He's 5, so it just would be hard to imagine still having. You must have started really young, Kimberly. Um, what was I saying? Jonah's birthday, yeah. COVID's looming, so we're not doing anything. He'll do stuff at kindy, like I'll get cupcakes or whatever, and they'll sing him happy birthday at kindy next week. I know, Emily, it's gone so fast. Mm, yeah, it's pretty normal here, Tracy, although um, I'm very thankful that I have a circle of friends who are very amazing, um, very, what do you call it? Cautious, which is great. You don't want to be that person who takes COVID to another part of the state. So you just kind of stay where you are. Yeah, he's happy. And we call when it's someone's birthday, they're the birthday king or queen. So they get to decide how the day runs. So they get to call it on one day. I'm the boss today. So um yeah. Jonah's the boss every day. Who are we kidding? Yeah, we don't even have to wear masks up here. Touch wood again. That could all change. We're just always conscious that it could change at any minute. Any minute. 10 o'clock today, be all over Red Rover. And sometimes that's just as bad as being in lockdown as feeling like you'll go into lockdown at any minute. Oh, Emily, it's so hard down in Melbourne. Yeah, we definitely have had it easy up here. We don't do a lot for Christmas, so we wouldn't miss much, but I guess when you can't do it, you feel it more. Speaking of Christmas, Kmart have some really nice Christmas plates that I am talking myself out of currently because they have cockatoos and koalas in Santa hats. It seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to buy and then store away for 11 months of the year. But trying to resist. Yes, Melbourne is down near the South Pole. So, well, as near as you, well, almost as near as you get. Tasmania is closer, but yeah, very cold. Although it isn't uncommon for where I live and Melbourne to have very similar weather because I'm on a mountain. So, I probably live in one of the coldest, maybe the second or third coldest place in my state, and my state is known as the Sunshine State, so it's very warm. So that says something. I know, Emily, they're so nice though, aren't they? Yeah, I'm trying to talk myself out of it. I got a $50 Kmart voucher for my birthday, and technically I've used it, but $20 of it I spent on the kids. So in my mind, I still have $20. So I'm thinking, it's one box of those plates for my birthday, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it, Casey. It's very, like, I noticed that we are very similar to Victoria, weather up here.
And I'm children.
Oh, here we go. Yes, I have a few gifts stashed as well. It's just a matter of where. Yes?
Do you know what?
What?
Austin didn't want it to be something, but I just wanted to be a nice one.
Okay, so you tell him. You use your words and you let him know.
I did, but it made me cry.
Will you take a deep breath and then use your big, strong words again? Close the door. Thank you. Yes. So we would have very similar weather to Florida as well, Megan, our state in general, but my city and being up here on the mountain is different again. Here we go.
And I have something else to tell you.
Yes?
When I built it, they said me and Rose built it, but it's still not theirs.
No, it's not. It's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, they said it's ours now.
Oh, well, that's not right, is it?
Yeah, it's already mine.
It is yours.
And
I'm probably going to have to go because
I
there's
get-
going to be a lot of...
And I get to choose because I'm the birthday king.
That's right. You're the birthday king.
And they didn't let me be the Steve.
Oh, that's frustrating, isn't it?
Austin just letting me just be for a little while.
Okay, well, use your words.
Just don't want it to be a little while because he just wants it back.
I know.
But I don't want him to have it.
Sorry. I am going to have to go shortly. Oh, such big problems. It is kind of why we bought 2 Legos, because we knew that they would get taken by the other kids. Yeah. He is the birthday king. Oh, Austin's not accepting the birthday king name. Yeah, I probably should. G'day, Rose. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to go because kids are about to implode on one another. Sometimes I'm patient and understanding. Sometimes I'm a raging bull. Just depends. It's early morning. By this afternoon, if this continued all day, I would not be so tolerant. Mostly, I just try not to get involved in their fighting I just like for them to figure it out themselves. I can hear Austin getting a bit frustrated now, so I might like help him tone down because he doesn't have well, no one does, but he needs a little extra help to manage his emotions. So it's all good. Yes. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to referee. I'll just like name how each child is feeling and hopefully they'll figure it out amongst themselves. Just try to, because the thing is, too, I didn't grow up with siblings, so I don't really understand that interaction. So often I just observe and I'm just baffled by what they do. And when they tell me, I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? So that's probably where I come from. G'day, Janine. Thanks, Kimberly. I am really sorry I'm going to have to go. It is Jonah's birthday today, and apparently emotions are high. Mhm. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, they fight, and because I used to watch my friends fight with their siblings, and so I just observe, and then that's where I find myself being with my kids. I just like watch them fight. I don't get involved, and then they go, "But mum, oh, that's right, I'm the mum. Supposed to do something about this." But ultimately, I just want them to. I figure if they can deal with conflict with each other when they get out into the big, brave world, they'll be better at it. Yep, it's definitely coming. Oh, they've made the Lego.
This is
Wow.
the underwood
I
one.
built that one.
That's
All by myself.
awesome. Well
And you
done.
Rose
can
built
push
that
the
one.
treasure chest out.
Oh, yeah. Very
And the
cool.
treasure chest has a
I'm
coin.
breaking it.
The treasure chest has a coin.
Okay. Mummy doesn't play with Lego, clearly. There we go. Oh, I'm breaking it.
Oh, I will be able to fix it.
Oh, see that bit there needs something.
Yeah,
It needs another one of those little flat ones.
yeah, I'll get that.
Well done. Are you happy with that, Jonesy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one even has
I
TNT
don't know
on it.
how to build
Yeah.
Lego.
That's all right.
We can teach you.
Yeah, practice.
And at first,
Well,
the
I
skeleton
already
was
know
riding
how
on
to
the
build
dog.
Legos, but there's so many, so I couldn't do it.
That's all right. How cool. What is that? A wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. Close my door, please. Although I'm gonna go. Oh, thanks, Mia. There you go, Kimberly. Where you dreamed of being one and only, I dreamed of being one of many. Thank you, Ms. Bye, Tom. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic evening or morning. Thanks, Deneen. They're cute when they want to be. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. I am aiming to do a Shelftober plan tomorrow, or will be up on the channel tomorrow. So 5 a.m. tomorrow, my time. And that's the goal, but it's school holidays, so we'll just see what happens. But I would like to just kick off October with that. I've made some meal plans and done all that fun stuff. So, yeah, that's the plan. There you go. All right. Thank you all. I've really loved chatting with you guys. I still have only had 3 sips of my coffee. Go figure. It's still really hot though, so it's coming good now. Have a great day. Thank you all. Take care. Look after yourselves. Show yourself some self-compassion and just be you because you're amazing. Okay. Thanks, guys. Love you.